Welcome back to my channel everyone. So today is my second build. I'm trying to build a Datejust with a little bit of my own twist. So I'm going to use the Roman numerals dial on the Sunburst silver and a NH35 movement. You can see I pre-purchased this with the blue color date wheel already on. So yeah, you can find those links in the description below. And I did learn a lot from the comments previously in my first video, and I'm going to try and make use of them in this video. So yeah, enjoy. So for this build, using this dial, I have to remove the pointy feet off the dial. So this dial came with 6 feet, so 3 on each side. And I believe the reason why it came with so many feet because it fits the crown at a few positions. So usually the crown is at 3 o'clock position, aligned with the date as you can see, but sometimes you have a crown that aligns at 3.8, so then you will be able to fit the dial accordingly. So look for the pointed feet, make sure you identify the pointed feet that will slot properly into the gray space of the movement in the holes, and then remove the rest with a plier. So after removing the sheets and just giving them a quick file using sandpaper to just smoothen any residue left over or on the back side of the dial, you can then just stick it onto the movement itself. So just give it a slight push on both ends after aligning the feet to the holes, and it should click into place properly, as you can see. So yeah, there should just be a very, very tiny gap between the dial and the movement. So it's time to install the hands. So I'm just testing out to make sure that the dates function work. And then now pull the crown out once more and just turn it clockwise to the point of midnight, right where the date flicks. So that's where we will be aligning all of the hands, the minute and the hour hand in this case, to the 12 o'clock marker. So yeah, I think this build I felt things were a lot easier and I enjoyed a lot more. I did the entire thing probably around less than an hour or just right about an hour. Specifically, the second hands didn't really cost me too much time. As you can see later, I realized that there's actually a way that I feel it's a lot easier to install the second hand. And I also bought a loop which use a 5 times magnification to be able to see how the hands are stacked on one another easily. I think a 10 times might work as well, but the 5 times work for me, and the one that I got is really good. You can get it from the links below if you're interested as well. So yeah, just yeah, I bought the blue hands as you can see. I not sure about it. I thought um initially it was kind of short, but then the end product I kind of like it. It's really simple, um very sleek. It's not loud, but yeah, I'm sure that there will be comments of hands being too short or not large enough for a dial of this size. So yeah, I think ultimately that's the point of being able to modify and build your own watch because you can build it to your own preference and imagination. So yeah, but do let me know what are your opinions on this? So now it's time for the second hand. So I think, like I mentioned just now, the way that I found a lot more manageable is actually to just put some rodical at the tip of the hand pusher, the smallest one that you can find, and then just um, stick it to the top side of the second hand. And using a little bit of light and reflection, just aim it directly into the hole in the center of the dial and just give it a very, very light, gentle press. If it falls off, then just do it again. So I managed to just get this done in barely 2 tries, and yeah, and it worked perfectly. So could be a little bit of luck, but I think so far this I felt it's a lot more um effective, and especially using the loop, you are able to see the hole clearer and where to insert the second hands clearer. So yeah, from the dial you can see I really like how everything looked very nice. The reflection, especially on the lights, and the changing of the reflection at every angle on the sunburst dial really gives this another dimension and feeling, especially with the blue hands as well, that looks very simple and elegant to me. So once that is working, it's time to paste it on, and then just insert the stamp in. So during the process, I also did kind of stain the dial a little. I'm not sure whether it's because of the quality of the vertical that I had. I read that the quality of it would leave stain and marks on your dial easily. So what I did was I just used a normal microfiber cloth, just dab it in some water and just give it a gentle clean, and then dust it off with the air pump before putting into the case. Yeah, so you can try and do that as well if there are some stains or you just want to clean up any of your existing watches as well. So after measuring and cutting the crown stem, I also file the ends of that part where I cut just so that it is smoother. And then I insert the crown stem, make sure that it's the right length and make sure that it screws down close and tight to the case with little to no gaps so you can see. And finally just give everything a dust, a quick dust off. And of course just using the gasket grease give the O-ring a good loop. So just to make sure that it is at least water resistant, of course. So yeah, just put the O-ring back on. So this O-ring seems to be slightly bigger. It came with the case. It seems to be bigger than um, the fit itself, but with a little bit of adjustments as I screw the case back on, I managed to just fit it, tuck it in properly, nice and tight, and that nothing is bulging out. So after everything has been closed and screwed in nice and tight, it's time for the review. So wow, I was initially very positively surprised by how this turned out overall in the case. I like the blue color. I felt that I wanted something that it's like a dress watch, but at the same time have a little splash of colors. So yeah, this fits really well, and I think it's classy enough, and especially this is something that's uniquely me. So yeah, I do think that perhaps maybe a longer or larger hands could make it better, but I am really happy with how this build turned out. So let me know if you have any suggestions as well. And I also have a navy leather strap on the way, which I think could perhaps better complement this watch than a metal bracelet. So yeah, do let me know if there are any specific watch movements that I should try or watch that I should build. Otherwise, I think I still have a few on my mind. So I hope you enjoyed this one and stay tuned for the rest.